Hey there, students. We are already in the thick of week 2. Can you believe it? Looking at your papers, I saw that despite the fact that the papers are generally of good quality, some of you are having a hard time effectively and logically integrating quotations into your paragraphs. So let's review that together. So go ahead and open that document in the web study course and pause the video here. And I'll wait for you to get it in front of you. And you're going to need something to write with. It would be helpful if you physically printed it out so you could write some things down, because that will help the learning process. Okay? Pause the tape here. All right, so let's get started. Using quotations. Let's look at that sample paragraph. The laws passed as part of the Clean Water Act are critical to ensuring a healthy water supply and maintaining a healthy citizenry. Unfortunately, across the country, these laws are not being sufficiently enforced. The violation of these laws have been both frequent and widespread. Please underline that sentence. The violations of these laws have been both frequent and widespread. Notice that that is the sentence right before the one integrating the quotation. Now, if you've written a 1 beside that sentence, go ahead and look under things to notice and read number 1. The sentence right before the quotation tells the reader exactly what to look for in the quotation itself. This allows the reader to see that the point is clearly supported by the evidence. So in the sentence preceding the quotation, you want to state exactly what the major point in fact is. And then once you give the quotation, after making that statement, the reader can check and make sure that the evidence supports the assertion. So here's the sentence featuring the quotation. Discussing this matter, journalist Charles Duhigg states, records analyzed by the Times indicates that the Clean Water Act has been violated more than 506,000 times since 2004 by more than 23,000 companies and other facilities, according to the reports submitted by polluters themselves. Since these figures are based on statistics provided by polluters themselves, they should be carefully considered. Please underline that sentence that directly antecedes the one with the quotation mark, with the quotations, okay? Underline, since these figures are based on statistics provided by polluters themselves, they should be carefully considered. Underline that and put a number 2 beside it, and now please read number 2 under things to notice. The sentence after the quotation also highlights some point within the quotation itself, a point which further supports the argument. Okay? So the sentence right before the quotation has a certain job to do, and the sentence right after the quotation has a job to do. And once you build bridges on both sides, it makes sure that the quotation is elegantly, seamlessly, coherently, and logically integrated into your paragraph. All right, and now read number 3 under things to notice. Only use as much of the quotation as necessary to support the point being made. A lot of students give me a lot of superfluous portions of quotations when only a fraction of it is necessary in order to make their point. Now let's discuss block quotations. If while you're writing a formal paper, the quotation is going to be more than 4 lines, then you need to block quote it. And you block quote it by indenting each part of the quotation 5 spaces or a tab for the duration of the quotation. So the entire quotation will be indented. And note that when you block quote something, you do not need quotation marks, because the fact that it's block quoted suggests to the reader that this is a quotation. Okay? So I won't read through that entire quotation in that entire paragraph, but I do want to highlight some things. When you block quote something, notice that the in-text citation, and we'll go over in-text citations later, Duhigg number 4. Duhigg is the author of the source. 4 is the page number where the information can be found. Notice that the brackets come after the period. But when you're not block quoting something, as in the first paragraph we read, notice that the in-text citation, Duhigg 4, in brackets, notice that comes before the period. Okay? That having been said, that's the key to integrating a quotation successfully and seamlessly and elegantly into your paragraph. So have fun writing. I look forward to continue reading your papers, and there will be more videos to come. Cheers.